They say it's never too late to start again. But when you've lost everything, when you feel time slipping through your hands, do you still believe that? This is the heartwarming, never-give-up story of a man who proved that life doesn't end when you fail. It begins when you refuse to quit. Thomas was 52 years old when everything fell apart. After working in the same factory for 30 years, he was laid off. No warning, no severance. Just a final paycheck and a handshake that meant goodbye. His wife had passed away years earlier. His kids had grown up and moved away. Suddenly, the house felt colder. The mornings felt longer. And the mirror showed a man who had lost more than just a job. He had lost purpose. Each day, Thomas walked to the park, sat on the same bench, and watched people rush by. Young, alive, full of dreams. He wondered if life had already passed him by. One afternoon, as he sat quietly feeding the birds, a young boy named Leo approached him. The boy asked, "Mister, why do you sit here every day?" Thomas smiled faintly and replied, "Because I'm waiting for something good to happen." The boy laughed innocently. "Then maybe you should make something good happen." Those words, simple, childish, struck Thomas harder than any corporate layoff ever could. That night, he couldn't sleep. He stared at his ceiling, hearing those words over and over. Maybe you should make something good happen. The next morning, Thomas decided to do something he hadn't done in years. He tried again. Thomas loved building things. As a kid, he would fix broken radios, rebuild old furniture, even design tiny wooden toys. So he went to his dusty garage, picked up his old tools, and began to build again. Small wooden birdhouses. The first one was crooked. The second one fell apart. The third was beautiful. He took photos of them and posted online with a simple caption, "Made by an old man with too much time and a little bit of hope." Within days, people started commenting. They loved his work. Some asked if they could buy one. And for the first time in years, Thomas smiled. But success didn't come easily. Some weeks, no one ordered. Other weeks, he ran out of wood and couldn't afford more. Doubt crept in again. He thought, maybe I'm too old for this. Maybe I should stop pretending I can start over. Then he received a letter, handwritten, from a customer. "Your birdhouse isn't just wood and nails. It gave my father, who's also retired, something to talk about again." "Thank you," Thomas cried, reading that. For the first time, he realized what he was really building. Not birdhouses, but hope. Months passed. His small hobby became a business. A local newspaper featured his story. The 52-year-old who started over. He began teaching kids at a community center how to build small crafts, sharing not just his skill, but his belief that it's never too late to dream again. He told them, "Age doesn't stop you. Doubt does." One day, Leo, the little boy who inspired him, visited again with his parents. They had brought a small gift, a drawing of Thomas surrounded by birds and smiling kids. It read, "Thank you for making something good happen." Thomas held the drawing to his heart. Tears filled his eyes. He finally realized that life doesn't give up on you. Only you can give up on life. Years later, Thomas's workshop became known in the neighborhood as the Hope House. People came not just to buy wooden crafts, but to listen, to hear his stories, his lessons, his quiet strength. He would always say, "Dreams don't have an age limit. You can start again at 20, 50, or even 70. What matters is that you start." And every time someone asked how he kept going after so many failures, he smiled and replied, "Because a little boy once told me, maybe I should make something good happen." So if you're watching this right now, feeling stuck, defeated, or too old to try again, remember Thomas. He started from zero at 52. He had no job, no family nearby, no plan. But he found purpose again because he believed one powerful truth. It's never too late to begin. Don't wait for perfect conditions. Don't wait for permission. Start where you are, with what you have. Because sometimes, the most beautiful chapters of our lives begin long after we thought the story was over. This was a heartwarming, never-give-up story A reminder that no matter your age, your dream still matters. It's never too late to rise, rebuild, and start again.